Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Hendricks, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Row. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
A very fine afternoon for baseball. 67 degrees here at first pitch. 2-0 count. The pitch hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game.
Batting second, the left fielder, Adam Frazier.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. First pitch on its way.
That's the ball.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
1 out, nobody on. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 10, Bryan Reynolds.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Bryan Reynolds. He's got 3 hits in 6 tries for the series. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Jameson Taillon, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. 1, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and 2, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
1-0.
And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, D-Row, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. The 1-2. Left side, but well fouled. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
At the plate now, David Bodie, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. So far this season, Bodie brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting first, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Here's the pitch. They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Polanco.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
2-pitch mix here. If you're in the batter's box, you're looking for something up. Sinker changeup right here. Got to get it up.
Bounce towards the second baseman. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Colin Moran.
So striding forward now, Colin Moran. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's totaled 4 hits in 22 tries. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well. And I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball. He's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
The 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
At the plate, Kevin Kramer. And he hits it hard to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Right to Bryant. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Pirates leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. The next Cub up, Kyle Schwarber. He went deep in the contest last night.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. One and one to Schwarber. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
Not a good 3-0 swing, as he was well behind the fastball there.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go in the high round.
And the throw in gets away from him.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitcher is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Ready with the 0-2. Good waist pitch. 1-2. Half on second. Hayward is over at first with one away. And it's fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2.
Go back off the plate. Ball 2.
Struck him out.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 3 homers, 9 driven in. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Standing in now, Kyle Hendricks, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
Well, his guys just gifted him with a 2-out RBI, and now he's got a chance to help himself, too.
The 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Ready with the 2-0. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
The 3-0 pitch. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes. And history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set and the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Behind 0-2 now. Rizzo swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 6'3". He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
The set and the 1-2. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
2 out, bases loaded. Popped him up. Stallings is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases-loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Cubs 1 and the Pirates nothing. Here's the catcher, Luke Maile. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. And now a pitch on the way.
Ball 1.
The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Popped up. And he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jameson Taillon. First delivery to him on the way.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Nope, that's down.
1 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the second baseman, Kevin Newman.
Now at the plate, Kevin Newman. Second appearance here. He grounded out to start the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Well,
kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Grounded to short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in, David Bodie. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The Cubs, the shortstop, David Bodie.
First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike one. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-1 home. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Left fielder looking up into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Career homer number 149. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
The center fielder, number 8.
And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Stepping in now, Ian Happ, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. He'll start this one at 274. 1 home run and 3 driven in. The 1-0 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Line towards center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Next to the pad, the right fielder, Jameson.
So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, that's outside.
A man at third with 1 away. Hit sharply toward the right side. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. So now to the plate, Victor Caratini, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Two balls and no strikes.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. 3-1 the count now. 3 runs already home here. Line toward the alley in left center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern. And part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Digging in, Jason Kipnis. 3 across so far in the inning, and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Here comes the first pitch. Kipnis, or Kip for short. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The 2-1 is laid off of down and in.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
The 3-1, and he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive, snagged on a short hop. 1 there, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 4-0 Chicago. So here's Adam Frazier. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Ready now, Brian Reynolds. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here, similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Kipnis ranging to his right, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes 1 away. Wow!
Now this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Into the box now, Gregory Polanco. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Kipnis has it. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Thank you, Heidi. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Anthony Rizzo. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Back goes Polanco to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, David Bodie.
Now batting, David Bodie. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. On its way is pitch number 75. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Bryant.
Into the box, Chris Bryant comes in 1-for-2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. The pitch. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and no one will get this one. Popped up. Maley has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 4 runs, 7 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Full count still. 2 out, nobody on. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And he struck him out as this epic battle goes to the pitcher, and the side is finally retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 4-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Leading off
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
the third baseman, Colin Moran.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a hard liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Moran stands at 6'4" tall, bats left, throws right. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kevin Kramer. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Out in front of it, strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0. Now this is slowly hit to short, probably too slowly to get to. Kipnis. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Cubs 4-hole hitter Kyle Schwarber, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Taillon.
Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. So far on the year, Schwarber carries a batting line right at .240.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
1-1 the count. Now the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. He's through first and hustling for second. The throw is wild, and he gets away.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Stephen Brault will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Number 43, Stephen Brault.
Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. From the stretch. No one out with a runner at second. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Frazier is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jameson.
So a runner on second with one down now, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one. Runner at second here with one man out. That misses, 2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball is in there.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Settling in now, Victor Caratini. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat.
No, inside.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
2 outs here with a runner at third. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. Brault, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
swing and a blooper to the right side. Polanco coming on, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, not much you can do with that one from a pitching standpoint. Dero makes a pretty good pitch, and somehow, someway, this guy's able to muscle one in for a base hit.
Yeah, and you know what? Good job by the hitter right there, not trying to do too much. I know he got jam sandwiched right there, but he was able to find some green grass and give himself a chance.
At the plate now, Jason Kipnis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. Two out with the man at first. In the dirt. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 5 innings complete. It's the Cubs 5 and the Pirates nothing. Striding in, Luke Maile will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here comes the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Bodie will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's off to a hot start in April. Currently second best in that department in the National League. Josh Bell will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. He'll enter play down at an even 240 for the year. 5 homers, 9 driven in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
Hit hard on the ground at first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
In now, Kevin Newman. And this one's in the dirt, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Half is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Adam Frazier.
Digging in now, Adam Frazier. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Robbie Erlin will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Robbie Erlin.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now in the box, Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball just missed above the zone. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he fouls this one off. Erlin has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they'd love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And you can see the bad news right there. They rank dead last among the 15 National League teams in that category. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks, getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. 1-1. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
The 2-0 on the way.
Whoa, that's down.
David Bodie would be next. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike.
1 strike.
Here it is on 3-1. Swung on and missed 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Digging in, the switch hitter, Brian Reynolds. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Ball 1.
We got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's Kipnis now, the second baseman. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
1 away here for the Bucks in their half of the 7th. And the left-handed hitting outfielder Gregory Polanco bats next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's out.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball. 2 balls, no strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
3-2 now.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better of chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Swing and a miss got him reaching. And he makes the throw to first. Polanco is retired, 2 down now. Stepping in, Colin Moran. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
Line toward right center. Happ will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Pirates. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. At the plate, David Bodie. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
The shortstop, David.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Sometimes you just got to trust your hands. That pitch probably wasn't even in the zone, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and a strike.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
Up high, 2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Nobody out, runner on first. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. Grounded back up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Ian Happ, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-0 to him now. That one's in there. 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Full count. 3-2.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Digging in, Kevin Kramer. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber is over toward the line a bit as he takes it for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Jacob Taillon.
Striding in once again, Jacob Stallings. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing their bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Has a look, now the pitch. And that misses 1-1. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. To second for 1. The turn throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the Cubs 5 and the Pirates nothing. Michael Feliz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45, Michael.
Victor Caratini will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Leading off for the Cubs, the catcher, Victor.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jason.
Ready for another chance? Jason Kipnis. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First delivery to him on the way.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
A fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here it comes. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
These guys are pros, and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Hendricks.
Coming to the plate now, Hendricks. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
He's set. Here it comes. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. There's one. And good hustle by the pitcher there on the back end as it's a 3-6-1 double play, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. The Cubs are on top, 5-0. Eric Gonzalez is going to pinch hit here to lead off the ninth, and with his club already well down, he'll just need to try and get on base here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. The windup and the 0-1. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Just tied him up with that last pitch. Pretty evident by the swing. Sometimes guys get in that protect mode so much that they're swinging at everything that they see, and they end up offering at pitches that they can't possibly do anything with.
Into the box now, Kevin Newman. Swing and a liner, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Adam Frazier, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he takes this one high, 1-1. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Ball inside.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Ready for another shot now, Brian Reynolds. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
First and second now, one man out. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
He's been really effective in this one so far. But it's interesting here that with a couple of guys on base, he seems to be not trusting his stuff quite as much. Kind of messing around the strike zone a little bit.
Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing him softly, station to station with those knocks.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So a strong performance here as he worked his way into the ninth, but he'll let the bullpen try and close with the final 2 outs. Dan Winkler takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
In now, Gregory Polanco, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
1-1. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd of foul ball. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
At the plate now, Colin Moran, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Looking to minimize the damage here.
Inside, ball 1.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Throw on to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Cubs have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
5-1 the final total in today's game. Chicago took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Kyle Hendricks with his 4th win this season, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. Jameson Taillon was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.